Despite what Dan Orlovsky might try to tell you about how Fernando Mendoza doesn't win any big games.
What biggest games?
The college football playoffs.
Now you're playing possum.
No, you're right. Those SEC games are bigger than the fucking playoff games, Dan.
Am I allowed to ask questions and have an opinion?
Same guy that ran out of the back of the end zone, by the way. The 16-0 Heisman and national championship winning quarterback is the clear-cut #1 overall pick. The Raiders have a hole at quarterback, and Mendoza, I think, will come in and fill that role to perfection. He's the best quarterback in this draft class, and it's not even remotely close. If you're really going to sit here and try to tell me Ty Simpson's better, then you're probably getting paid to tell me that. I really like what the Raiders have done this offseason. They've signed a ton of really good players, and Mendoza will just be the cherry on top of that. He and Kirk Cousins are going to get along very nicely.
Name your favorite dinosaur. Don't even think about it. Just name it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Arvell Reese is the type of guy that could change a trash Jets defense into a slightly less trash defense. I mean, seriously, Rory McIlroy has literally won 2 Masters championships since the last time the Jets have an interception. That's unbelievable. I don't really even know what to say to that. I'm not the biggest fan of Reese here at pick 2, but I do think he'll be a pretty good fit for the Jets defense. He's fast, he's physical, and he can go sideline to sideline as good as anyone. He's a very consistent player that the Jets really need, and he could help Geno Smith take them to the promised land. I think David Bailey's good. I don't know if he's 3rd overall pick good, but he is good nonetheless. I've seen a ton of reports that the Cowboys or even the Chiefs might try to come in and trade up to number 3 to get him, but ultimately I think the Cardinals will sit and take Bailey. I could also see them taking guys like Francis Maui-Noah or even Jeremiah Love. I wouldn't be surprised by. Edge rusher's probably their biggest need though, so that's why I settled on them taking Bailey, and I think that that'll be somewhat of a right decision for them. Like I said earlier, I think he's good, but I don't know if he's elite. I could eat my words though, I guess we'll find out. Regardless of who actually ends up selecting Jeremiah Love, I think he is the best player in this entire draft. Simple as that. He'll completely change whatever offense he gets slotted into, and I think that's going to be the Tennessee Titans. He's also great out of the backfield as a pass catcher, which is good because Cam Ward had almost no help last year, and he still showed some good flashes. But I don't think they were good enough considering he was the 1st overall pick. But adding a guy like Jeremiah Love could drastically change that and help out Cam Ward. When Love gets into open space, it's pretty much over. No one's catching him unless they take the absolute perfect angle. Tony Pollard has been okay for the Titans these past couple seasons, but if they want to elevate their offense and get a truly elite running back, I think that Jeremiah Love is the choice. This is the first one where I really had to think about it because I could see the New York Giants going in any different direction here, but I think ultimately they'll go with Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles is the kind of guy where I could see him having such a high ceiling. For example, I think he could be this Micah Parsons type player and elevate a defense, but on the other hand, I could also see him turning into like Isaiah Simmons or someone like that. Styles doesn't deliver any jaw-dropping hits, but there's no denying that he is an elite tackler with all the physical tools necessary to become an elite linebacker in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns' current wide receiver 1 is Jerry Jeudy, and outside of that one primetime game where Jameis Winston was absolutely slinging that thing to him, he hasn't been that great for them. The Cleveland Browns are a team that needs a true wide receiver 1, and they haven't had one in a long time. Carnell Tate gives the Browns an opportunity to help out their young quarterback, who just so happens to be a SoundCloud rapper. Or whoever else might be playing quarterback for them, they're going to need a true weapon. And Carnell Tate could come in and be that guy right away. I don't think he's this Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. type prospect, but I do think he can be a reliable wide receiver 1 for the Cleveland Browns and something that they desperately need. Woohoo, it's the 3rd Ohio State player, and I'm buying into the Caleb Downs hype. I truly do think he could be the best player in this entire draft class, and the best of the Big 4 Ohio State players. The way Downs plays the safety position reminds me a lot of Kyle Hamilton, such as his instincts and the fact that he seems to always be where the ball is. Downs is a guy that can do a little bit of everything: cover, tackle, read the quarterback, and I think the Washington Commanders are getting an absolute stud here at pick 7. Jordan Tyson's draft stock has been all over the place this offseason. However, I do think he's the clear second best receiver in this class and has the potential to be the very best. I do think he's better than USC's Mekhi Lemon, and if he plays to his full potential, he could easily be better than Carnell Tate. The New Orleans Saints are a little bit messy when it comes to the receiver position right now. Their current wide receiver one, Chris Olave, is maybe still alive. I mean, he's taken so many hits that it's honestly hard to even tell. The Saints could create one of the deadliest wide receiver duos in football if they draft Tyson. Ruben Bain's stock has kind of been falling a little bit, but good thing for him, the Chiefs don't really have an issue with bad drivers on their team. Bain can play anywhere on the defensive line, and he gets off the ball really well and can mess up an offensive line when he's playing at his best. Chris Jones isn't getting any younger. Ruben Bain is going to come in and make an immediate impact and really help out a Chiefs defense that really wasn't all that great last year. The Kansas City Chiefs selecting Ruben Bain at pick 9 is a step in the right direction when it comes to getting this team back on track. After trading away Sexy Dexy,
what if we replaced the gritty with the sexy Dexy? Sexy Dexy. Come on, people. Sexy.
Dexter, that's a little too sexy. And I love it.
the New York Giants have acquired the 10th overall pick, which I think they will use on Louisiana State cornerback Mansour Delane. I think Delane is the best corner in this draft class. It's pretty simple. Delane plays with confidence, and he's also very physical. The Giants have some pretty decent players in their secondary, but no one that truly stands out as an elite guy. Delane could fill that role perfectly. And all of a sudden, with Styles and Delane, the New York Giants defense looks scary.